Hey, what is up world? My name is KaRdZ. I will be your host. Thanks for clicking on my video. The purpose of this video is to introduce you to me and my channel. First, let's start with me. I am KaRdZ. Of course, that is just a nickname for me, but it is also my channel's name as well. But I got my nickname back when I was in high school because I would walk around school with a deck of cards. I would do card tricks to the students and teachers. I would amaze them between classes, at lunch, fire drills. Anytime I had free time, I was doing card tricks. I would blow the students' minds away as well as the teachers. So yeah, as time went on, more and more people found out about me, and before I knew it, the whole school was calling me KaRdZ. Yo, KaRdZ, come show us a trick, bro. The students and teachers came up with the nickname KaRdZ, by the way, if you hadn't figured that out yet. But doing the card magic made me very popular. It got me hot girls, made me money, and most importantly, kept me out of trouble. Or, not kept me out of trouble, got me out of trouble. Well, one good example of got me out of trouble was when I would get caught in the hallway after the bell rang back in high school. I would just bust a card trick out to the adult or whoever was sweeping the hallway, and like they'd walk out to me, they'd be like, "Hey, you kid, why you not in class?" I'd be like, I'm on my way to class. He'd be like, "Wait, you're that KaRdZ guy." He'd be like, "Yeah, that's me, man. What's up?" I was just showing some friends a trick, and the bell rang, and now I'm running late, and I'm on my way to class right now. He was like, "Oh, okay, well, hold up. Show me a trick real quick." And I'd be like, "I gotta get to class, so why don't we walk, and I'll show you the trick on the way." And he's like, "Yeah." And then when we get there, he tell my teacher I'm excused and not to write me up for tardy. And he's like, "Yeah, man, whatever, just show me the trick." And I'm like, "Yeah, here you go, man. Pick a card." That's good times, man, good times. It did keep me out of trouble, and it did get me some things as well. For example, it got me a job when I was in high school. I needed a job real bad, and I needed to make some money, for the females. So I got this interview at a pizza place. I met up with the manager, did the whole interview process thing. But in the middle of the session, he asked me if I had any hobbies. I said, "Yeah, I like doing close-up magic with a deck of cards." He said, "Oh, that's cool." He shook his head yes, and the interview continued. And he asked me some more questions, my background, my job history, all that interview stuff. So by the end of the interview, he said he was going to call me. But I didn't think he was, and I knew he wasn't. So right before I said bye, I said, "Hey, do you want to see a card trick right quick?" He said, "Yeah, sure, I got a minute." So what am I going to do? I'm going to explain how the trick goes, and then I'm going to tell you what happened. So the trick is I take a card, or he takes a card from a shuffled deck, and he looks at it, and then he puts it on top of his hand face down, and then he puts his other hand on top, and then I pick a card and I show him, and then I say they're gonna switch, and then I switch them. So this is what happened. I let him pick a card, and he got his card, he put it in his little sandwich, and then I picked a card, I showed it to him, and I said, "I'm gonna make your card switch with mine, and mine's gonna switch with yours." And he said, "Psst, no, they're not." I said, "If I switch them, you guarantee me that I got this job." He said, "Psst," with a smile on his face, "Yeah, man, sure. You got the job if you switched them." So I snapped my fingers, and I said they switched. I told him to look at his card, so he did, and his jaw dropped. I said, "Where's my uniform?" Sometimes I did abuse my power, but I always use it for good now. That's why I created this channel. But before we get into that, let me finish talking about how I got to be KaRdZ. So taking a step back before high school, let me talk about why I picked up a deck of cards in the first place. It all started with a library book back from maybe 3rd grade. It was a card trick book. I borrowed the book from the library. I got a deck of cards and I practiced. So when I was ready, I did my first card trick to my mom. It was the one when you had 2 separate packets. One was all black cards, and the other one was all red cards. The spectator doesn't know that. So you tell them to pick a packet, and they select one card from it, and you tell them to keep it a secret, memorize it, and then you take the other packet and you put their card back in it, and then you let them shuffle it up. Well, she never flipped them over and looked at them face up, so she didn't know they were all one color. So she continued to shuffle, and then she gave them back to me. I said I was going to read her mind and find her card. She smiled and said, "Yeah, okay." So I pulled a card out, showed it to her, and she was shocked. She was dumbfounded. She was amazed that her son just pulled that off right in front of her. She couldn't believe that just happened. Her reaction was the best, and I was hooked ever since then. So as I got older, I grew. I got better at the card tricks, but not that I got better. As I grew, my hands got bigger, which means that it was much more easier to handle cards. Palming them, double lifting, sleight of hand, all that stuff. So you probably can say I love doing card tricks because I love the reaction from people, mostly females actually. It drives them crazy and I love the attention I get from them. But it never gets old making a card appear in your boy's hat, you know, when he's drunker than a female on her 21st and he fucking picks a card and puts it in the deck and you tell him to take his hat off and the card's in his fucking hat. Yeah, your boy will snap.
Okay, so enough about me. Let's talk about my channel, what it is, and what it's going to be about. First, I came up with the KaRdZvsCaRdZ because I am Cards, and I think it fits me and my channel pretty well. So I used to spell it KaRdZ, and now I spell it like KaRdZ. But people say they like Cards, KaRdZ. Some people say they like KaRdZ. I happen to like them both, so why not have them both? But my dad says the Z is cool at the end, but he thinks the K at the beginning makes it kind of harder for people to read, and they just don't understand it right away. But he votes for KaRdZ, but I say they do understand, so I vote for KaRdZ, and I love them both, so I'm going to keep them both. Also, I will occasionally call my channel KVC for short. Maybe when I'm announcing myself or the channel, I'll just call it KVC. KaRdZvsCaRdZ. This is my second channel, by the way. My first is MultiCards, youtube.com/multicards. So make sure you subscribe there after you subscribe here first, of course. Alright, so moving back to my new channel, KaRdZvsCaRdZ. Like I was saying, what it's going to be about is card tricks, different kinds of cards, deck reviews, maybe a few card trick walkthroughs, but I don't think I'm going to be doing too many of those because I don't like giving the secret away. So yeah, also going to be starting something new. It's called Card Tricks to Strangers. It's when me and my boy are going to be walking around in random places and meeting up with strangers, like at the mall, gas stations, boardwalks, the beach, parties, etc. And I'm going to perform card tricks to them live on camera. And I'm going to take that 20 seconds of video, their reaction, and post it at the beginning of videos that I post on YouTube. So it'll be different every time, and hoping it'll get me a lot of subscribers. And it's never get old, you know? So it's always something to look forward to when you come to watch one of my videos. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. I can't wait to get that up and running. All I need is an HD camera and I can start that project. But moving back to my channel, something else that's going to be very popular about it is it's also going to be a video game channel as well. All popular video games from PlayStation and Xbox. Videos range from strategy guides, how to get trophies, how to get achievements, walkthroughs, montages, Call of Duty. Pretty much anything video games is going to be on my channel. But one thing I did come up on my other channel was Platinum Show-Offs, and it's pretty popular. Platinum Show-Offs, if you don't already know what it is, it's when I get the Platinum in a game, I show some epic game footage from that game, and then I talk about the game's ups and downs, and if it's worth your time playing. Also, should you buy it or should you just rent it? So anything to save you guys time and money. But if you're still here, we're almost finished, so let's get to the best part about my channel. It's free stuff and a 52 production. Let's start with the free stuff. I'm going to be doing a lot of giveaways ranging from new release games such as Grand Theft Auto 5. Definitely going to be giving a couple copies of that away when the spring comes. Decks of cards like rare cards, lots of PSN cards, and Microsoft points. Also, I'm willing to take any ideas from my subscribers on what you want to guys get for free. But just as important as the giveaway, I will be doing a 52 production. A 52 production is the twin to a giveaway. A 52 production is a video of 52 clips of a certain theme, such as 52 car wrecks. I take the best 52 car wrecks I can find on the internet, and I make a banging ass montage out of it. I've done a few 52 productions already on my MultiCards channel, but I'm sure if you're watching this video from a couple weeks from now of the upload time, I'm sure you can find a 52 production video on KaRdZvsCaRdZ. If you haven't figured it out already, the reason I use the number 52 is because there's 52 cards in the deck. I also have a really good idea on the number 13 too, 13 cards in a suit. Maybe do a top 13, only time will tell what I do with that. But lots of ideas, guys. So speaking of time, I think I've took enough of yours and told you pretty much everything you need to know about me and my channel. I think I fed you guys with all the important details. So please subscribe if you haven't already, and do like the video. A lot of exciting things to come, as well as I hope from a year from now, everything I said in this video, I do succeed, and I do reach my goal as a YouTube partner. So wish me luck, guys. I'm KaRdZ. Thumbs up. KaRdZ out.